good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Morning Sprint. We are almost at our weekend, at the end of the week. I'm Daphne Gray.
And I'm Brittany. We are rocking the pink today. We are ready to go on this Thursday. We want to get you guys started with a little teaser video like we always do. So pull that up, Noah. We got several people who love the show South Park. And if you're a big South Park fan, well, the name Casa Bonita should ring a bell. We'll find out why the major stars of the series are bringing the beloved restaurant back to life after it went bankrupt. If you are a fan of the show, you're going to want to check out this story, but we will get to that in just a little bit. But first, we'll let Daphne take it away.
Yeah, so first and foremost, we got to get to this. Obviously, we cover a lot of hard news, but then we always look at the follow-ups behind those hard news stories and find the good that's coming out of it. And this is what's happening over at UVA's Ruffin Hall. They're honoring UVA football player DeSean Perry by displaying his artwork. Now, get this, Perry was a fourth-year studio art major. He was killed along with two other classmates during a November 13th shooting on grounds. We covered that extensively when that happened.
Yeah, because of his death, his senior portfolio was incomplete, but the focus piece in the gallery is Icarus, a 3D model collage that you're seeing right there.
He was just a really delightful person, someone who cared a lot about the art department and cared a lot about helping other people and getting other kids involved with art. We have students here who would not have been art majors if it wasn't for him.
Now, there is also an art there honoring Perry's life, and all of it is on display until June 23rd, if you would like to go check it out.
Yeah, I mean, this is a special thing that they're doing because it, in a way, gives that family closure. You know, you hate that gun violence rips our people away from us so soon before they can finish certain chapters of their lives. And again, he was in his fourth year, love art, you know, and doing his thing. And the fact that they're honoring him by this to keep his legacy not only living in that hall, but again, I'm only assuming that it's giving his family something to always come back and appreciate.
Exactly.
All right, guys, moving on. We got another graduation happening this morning. Get this, Patrick Henry High School students will receive their diplomas. Ceremony starts at 10, so if you are getting ready right now as we speak and you're watching this, we're telling you guys a major congratulations. It's taking place at the Berglund Center. There will be security screenings in place. Now, of course, another hard news story that we were covering extensively, Christian Lambert, his friends and family say this was the person who unfortunately was killed in the apparent murder-suicide at McAfee Knob last month. He was supposed to graduate today. So again, we're wishing his family the best on this day. I know it was supposed to be a very special day, but again, another day ripped away due to unfortunate gun violence. But I know his classmates are walking in his honor. You can watch this full story. Pretty sure we're going to be following up on it online at WSLS.com. But again, if you're going to that graduation, congratulations for you guys closing this chapter of your life.
And let us know if you have a graduate in your family and give a little shout out in the comment section below. We'll read those at the end. If you have anybody who's graduating, if they already graduated college or maybe high school this week, let us know. We'll give them a little shout out. But we do want to get on to with the end of the school year coming. We got summer right around the corner. It's almost here. A lot of people excited for it, but with summer also becomes some families wondering where their next meal is going to come from for their children because they're not getting that lunch every single day. So there are summer meal programs going on all the summer months throughout Southwest Virginia. This is make sure every child has healthy, consistent meals to eat. So in Pulaski Public Schools, all students up to 18 years old are eligible for meals. However, there is no age limit for children or students with disabilities. Meals can be picked up this week at Pulaski County Middle School and Randolph Park throughout the summer. There are different pickup locations for each week. We have all those listed for you on our website. But meals are also being prepared by the Pulaski County School Nutrition Program staff. They're offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner options. Now, if you're someone who lives in Montgomery County, the Montgomery County Summer Backpack Program is back at the Meadowbrook Library. It kicked off this week. This provides nutritious food to families to help them stretch their grocery budget during the summer.
What we like to offer in the bags of food is healthy food that they can take home and share with their family for the children. And it's a win-win for us because we're giving them food that they need, and then we get to share things that the library is doing.
And the program program runs every Tuesday from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. until August 8th. The bags of food are available on a drive-through basis, and all the food in each bag is donated by members of the community. If you would like to help out with this program, we have a list of items they're looking for this backpack program on our website, as well as all the other school summer lunch programs that are going on in these next couple months. We have a full list breakdown county by county. There's also a website listed on there, nokidhungryvirginia.org, that gives you a map. So if you're anyone who needs food for your children this summer, feel free to reach out. All these meals are free.
All right, Britt, thank you so much. Moving on to our next story, we all know how, as a community, we like to help out whenever we're trying to raise money or funds for something or some type of good cause. And Roanoke organization needs your help, guys. Get this. They're trying to make sure the show goes on with the Virginia Children's Theater. And they're hosting an emergency fundraiser campaign. The goal is to end the debt that the theater has accrued related to rising costs from their main stage productions. A lot of the theater across the country, including VCT, have faced significant challenges since the COVID pandemic, and staff say that they want to raise $100,000.
We feel that it's very important that the show must go on because we have such a huge impact in lives of families and children in the area, but also in the region. And there are so many young people who don't have access to performing arts.
Now, if you would like to donate to the Virginia Children's Theater, we have a link on our website at WSLS.com. As you can hear, that theater has definitely made an impact in the community. They're trying to keep it alive and make sure it doesn't go under. So if you guys have the funds, $1 here, $1 there, whatever you can donate to give back, let's do what we can to help them out.
Yeah, and if your child participates in this theater, let us know maybe what shows they've been in or what this theater means to you and your family. And now, if you guys are a fan of, we have a lot of music festivals in our area, and a big one a lot of people are talking about is Floyd Fest. And so the co-founders of Floyd Fest, they have announced that they have parted ways. Well, according to a release today that came out, Chris Hodges has stepped away from the festival after 2 decades of working with Across the Way Productions. Well, in a statement to 10 News, Hodges said, leaving the festival he found it is bittersweet, and he will never forget the experience. Like I said, a lot of people go out to this festival every single summer. So if you're someone who has enjoyed this in the past, let us know. Let us know what your thoughts are, too, on this departure as they're deciding to part their ways, what you think. And if you have any questions that we might be able to follow up with Hodges to get answers for you.
We'll definitely be following up on this story. And again, you guys already know that handy-dandy website, WSLS.com. We'll be keeping up with that to figure out what, if anything, will be put in its place. Okay, so now let's get to our lovely weather. Obviously, that haze has been a major topic that a lot of people have been talking about. You guys have seen some of that footage from New York and the Carolinas with that looked like an apocalyptic view because of the California wildfires. Well, not California wildfires, Canada wildfires that are coming over. But meteorologist Chris Michaels, he's been following this and been tracking this as far and along with our weather that we're having here locally. So he's going to take it away right now.
Happy Thursday, guys. Cool start to the morning, 70s by the afternoon, but still a little bit of that haze coming in out of the north. You see the counterclockwise flow around low pressure, bringing in some of that haze from wildfire smoke in Canada. Not terribly thick throughout the day today, but something that you will notice may actually thicken up a little bit tonight heading into tomorrow. You see some of those yellows and oranges. So for those of us with maybe some breathing problems, might want to limit the amount of time you spend outdoors, maybe bring the inhaler with you just in case. Outside of that, the weather looking beautiful through at least Saturday.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Make sure you guys keep that in mind. Again, keep that app handy. I know this weekend is looking beautiful. A lot of pool days are scheduled. A lot of people going to the lake and stuff. I'm going to try to go dip in the pool sometime. Y'all go try to?
Oh, of course I am. I'm excited.
Yes.
I can lay out, get some tan.
There you go. So if you guys are excited about this weekend, it's in the forecast, make sure you stay up with our weather authority to figure out exactly what you need to do for your activities. Now, let's give a huge congratulations to 30 Pulaski County Middle School students because they are being recognized nationally by NASA.
Again, students spent a portion of their school year conducting experiments for a competition held by NASA. The goal of these experiments was to give NASA new and innovative ideas on planting and growing crops off Earth. Well, the experiments were part of the competition called Plant the Moon/Mars Challenge.
There you go. 9 of the students from Pulaski County Middle School made a trip to Richmond to display their projects. Some of the groups received top awards. So again, big congratulations to them. It's just amazing. I always am just in awe at some of the kids out there and the way they think and how they just come up with some stuff that I would never be able to come up with as a kid growing up. Yeah. And it's just amazing how technology is helping push that forward moving on.
And I like how they ask the students to come up with their ideas because, like you said, students, younger children, they always think outside the box and think of things that we as adults might not be thinking. Like, so it's always cool to see their ideas, and maybe they'll bring something new. They're like, I never thought of that.
Exactly.
So,
More and more creativity. So go ahead, Pielaski.
we love it. All right, now to a story that we've been talking about this morning. A pair of tigers at the London Zoo are paddling into summer. Take a look at this video. It's adorable.
Yeah, so you got Cubs, Zach and Crispin. They had their very first swimming lesson this week.
Oh.
And I know we said Cubs. These look like some full-grown
I know,
tigers.
they don't look
but
like Cubs.
yeah, but they said that they played with the giant floating balls under the watchful eye of their parents. Says the zoo says the tigers are excellent swimmers because did you know they had webbed feet?
See, I did not know this. I learned this morning.
Yeah.
And look at that. Whoa, he's going. He was like, get me out of that water. All right. Well, this kind of tiger is the world's rarest out of the whole species. There are only 300 estimated to be left in the wild.
Yeah.
And these big cats, they are threatened by hunters and habitat destruction in their native Indonesia.
Yeah.
So I love watching this video. Look at them having so much
I
fun
know, and
splashing around.
see, it's so amazing at the different things that we as humans find entertaining sometimes
Yes.
because it's just like obviously when you see animals such as this, they're very majestic, they're very different, and when they're having a good time and they're not looking as threatening as they probably would normally look, it's really cool to watch. And I'm happy that they're getting their first swim lesson in, especially with the summertime kicking off. I just would never associate a cat with water.
No, I wouldn't either. You would think like they'd want to stay out of water.
Look at him,
Well,
just
that
like-
one.
yeah.
That one doesn't like
He
it.
was like, I did
one's-
that was too
one
deep.
But no, but that one, he was like, I got the ball.
Yes,
Look at them having
exactly.
fun. I feel like I could just keep watching this. All right, we got to move on though.
All right, so moving on, guys. So we also got to stick to the animal category because apparently there's a crime wave right outside of Philadelphia, and we ain't talking about no people. We're talking about a group of foxes.
Yeah, this is a funny story. So the foxes take anything that neighbors might leave outside. So this includes a lot of shoes and even newspapers, but they don't keep their findings. They leave them randomly in other neighbors' yards. I think this is hilarious.
Yeah, so it says the foxes are uniting the neighbors in a unique way because it gives everyone a reason to interact and share a laugh. And there was a soundbite earlier in this video where we're talking about how, one shoe will be found from somebody else's house and they'll come over and be like, hey, that's my shoe, and then vice versa. So I think this is funny. It really shows that Dora the Explorer was telling the truth about Swiper. Swiper no swiping. Yeah, he be swiping stuff.
Oh,
so
my
apparently
goodness.
they like to take stuff. So make sure you guys got to watch out for bears and foxes. Leave your stuff inside if you really want to keep them
so
close
cute,
to you.
Though, because I'm thinking of this scenario, like husband and wife,
Right.
And the husband's like, "Did you take my shoes?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, I didn't take your shoes." Well, they're not here. Well, did you look in the closet? Like, it can just be like an argument. Like, I always said, like, the whole thing, and then both of them finally, when they realize it's the foxes, they're like, one has to apologize.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, the foxes are having a relationship
they're
like,
like,
look at this cool shoe. Let's take this shoe, man. Get this over here. And the other husband fox is just like, okay, I like this shoe. And they put it down to somebody else's yard to go pick up another shoe. So it's amazing.
It's also a way to meet your neighbors if you think about it. You
Yeah,
knock
it
on the
is.
door and be like, "Did you lose a shoe?
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
this one yours? Oh, you got mine over there. Nice to meet you."
Yes, except you know what? I am happy that we deal with foxes and bears because I hear that monkeys are very much so like klepto.
Really?
Like, yeah, have you ever seen those videos where they will look you dead in the face and snatch your watch off and run? Like, look it up on YouTube. You guys think I'm playing? Them jokers.
I'm just picturing it. It's very funny to picture.
Don't go if you're gonna go visit and a monkey try to sit on your shoulder. Hide your stuff because they will take it in.
Okay,
Yeah,
they'll take it. These
take it in a
animals,
heartbeat.
They want to steal everything. All right, well, now we want to get back to that video that we teased this morning. One of the country's largest and most beloved restaurants is ready to reopen, but this time with some serious star power for the new owners. Well, for almost 30 years, Matt Stone and Trey Parker have broken taboos on their long-running TV show, South Park.
But now they are ready to bring an iconic Denver restaurant back to its original glory. For decades, Casa Bonita was a landmark that local kids immortalized, but when it went bankrupt, the Denver natives decided that they had to buy it.
This looks like a cool restaurant. Look at that, my goodness. And while they are bringing back a lot of the novelty, they insist this really isn't a gimmick. They want the restaurant to return to its glory.
It's not a joke, and that's the thing, is it had become a joke, and we were sad that it had become a joke because you could see what this place was in the 70s when they built it. They were trying to make a little Disneyland here.
And 20 years ago, the restaurant even gained national fame after South Park duo made their love of Casa Bonita known during an entire episode. So, are you a South Park? You watch that?
I've seen a couple episodes, and to be honest with you, it's not something I really like
Same.
to stomach or
Yeah.
enjoy. It's not kind of my cup of tea.
Yeah.
To each their own.
Yeah, no, I actually, so I've seen, little clips here and there that are funny, but I've never been able to sit down and watch a full episode.
Yeah.
But I know some people are in love with that show because it is funny. It pokes fun at all sides of the game, but I think it's really cool seeing this connection to a restaurant that looks really nice.
Yeah.
And to know that it's connected to people who, worked on this series that a lot of households love.
It's nice that they're giving back to the community. Like
That
they said, a
too.
restaurant that they loved, and then they hear it shutting down, and they're like, oh, what can we do? Well, this is
Let's
what
own
we can
it.
do. And they're bringing it back. Like I said, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
On the inside, looks like it's just like a full experience
Right.
to eat dinner there. You're not just getting dinner, you're getting dinner and a show.
Exactly. I know Chris
so-
was talking about how it reminded him of.
Rainforest Cafe.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. And I saw that for the first time in Atlantic City when we went.
Okay.
And I was just like, I mean, it makes sense because it seemed like an experience.
it
You walk
looks
in there and it's right there. A lot of
Very
stuff.
similar on the inside to like a Rainforest Cafe. That's bringing back childhood there, Rainforest Cafe. My goodness.
Look at
My
you.
brothers and I used to go all the time. All right, let's check in with
Jazz,
our lovely
Jazz.
web person, Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine, have you ever been to a Rainforest Cafe?
No, I'm not, but it sounds lovely. It sounds like it would be a beautiful experience.
Yeah, it's like you go in, there's like the robotic animals and all the things, like you're in a rainforest. So that's kind of what we were saying that restaurant reminded us of. Did you see the story about the foxes stealing the neighbor's stuff in Philadelphia?
Yes. So animals are so sneaky, but it's funny when you're able to catch them on camera.
Yeah, no, I think this is a hilarious story. And like I said, I love that it's reuniting the neighbors there in that community in Philly, which again, not too far from home for me. So
Yep.
it's funny to see that. Do we have any comments or any viewers today, Jasmine?
We have a ton of viewers. We have a comment from Carden Salisbury. Excuse me if I pronounced that wrong. She said "dang" in response to the story about Floyd Fest.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I
Gotcha.
knew that was going to impact some people, man. A lot
Yeah.
of people are excited about that.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of people,
yeah.
they attend that music festival every year. It's like something where they block out in their calendars every year. They go to see it, so it is kind of heartbreaking to see that. But again, we will continue to bring you updates once we learn more about that. But thank you for the comment. Is that the only one we have today?
Yes, the only one that we have today. As always, you can head to our website and leave a comment under Morning Sprint, which is the #1 article on our website, or you can head to YouTube and drop a comment in the chat box.
All right, perfect, Jasmine. Thank you so much, and we hope you have a good rest of your Thursday.
All right, you as well.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, it's time to wrap this show up with what our headlines are for the rest of the day. And it is important to note that there will not be a noon show this afternoon, but there will be later shows and, of course, online. So with that, let's get right into it. Richmond police are revealing more about this week's shooting at a high school graduation. Since the 18-year-old Sean Jackson, who just graduated, and his 36-year-old stepfather, Renzo Smith, were killed, police say the suspect is 19-year-old Omari Pollard, and that this was a targeted attack from an ongoing dispute. So again, we have a lot of details on that. We've been following that closely. Again, another heartbreaking situation that we never like to see happen.
Plus, the Bedford County School Board is scheduled to vote on multiple updates to school policies tonight. This is a big story, well, including one about teaching controversial issues. The policy expands on how teachers should educate kids impartially on political and controversial issues. It also specifically prohibits teachers from even having discussions with students about sexual orientation or gender identity. You can hear why the ACLU is upset about this. Again, we are going to keep a close eye on this and that school board decision, and we will bring those updates for you later tonight.
And we mentioned the Canada wildfires that are taking place right now. President Biden sending all federal firefighting assets to Canada as we speak. White House says that more than 600 firefighters and support staff and equipment are on the way. More than 9.4 million acres have already been burned in at least 400 separate fires, creating a haze here in the United States in some parts. Again, we're going to keep on following that. You can see all of those images and videos that have been sent into our newsroom online at WSLS.com. All right, you got anything else?
Nope, that's it for this Thursday. Thank you
Yes.
guys for tuning in, and thank you for that one comment. We really appreciate it, and you guys want to join in on the conversation, it's very easy to do so right there at the bottom of the web article. We would love to interact with you guys more and hear your thoughts on all the stories we're sharing.
Definitely. So make sure you guys join us again back here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., WSLS.com for the Morning Sprint.